This is the first video of potentially many of a series going over some of the broadcast equipment which I've recently bought from an auction house. All of this stuff apparently was owned by the BBC, their preservation centre or whatever. Most of it is, fairly interesting stuff. Things on obsolete formats, video and different types of cassette players. We've got a few monitors as well. We've got these things which we'll be looking at today. But yeah, just stick around, and if you enjoy it, subscribe and watch out for more videos to come, because fuck me, there's going to be loads. Okay, so here we are then. We've got two interesting broadcast monitors. Now, originally I wanted to make use of this very nice Philips multimeter which I have. This is an amazing piece of kit, as you'd call it, high resolution, wouldn't you? But unfortunately the power supply has gone in it, and I have no idea what's happened. So I'm going to have to tear that apart. And for this video we're going to have to use the meter I carry around with me in my portable case, because my workshop meter has that's broken down as well. So these are some form of JVC variety thing. I think they're 9-inch screens, 8-inch potentially viewable. They're not in too bad nick. This one has a scratch on the top, just here. I think the model is model number TM-A10E-K. And we have audio inputs on this one as well. Got all the screws on it, that's a good sign. Looks like we've got little adjustment holes on the side. Perhaps it's for a rack mount or something. Here's the second one. This is in a bit more nicer condition. If you notice here, this is if I can angle this down, this is a radio spares component. This is a radio spares part, so high quality British stuff. Yeah, it's a nice touch. As I said, got audio ins and outs, loops, it loops through. It's all very exciting. So yes, we're going to go over these two and try and repair if there's any potential faults. It's not going to be too in-depth when I say that. I don't want to jinx myself. So apparently gamers and people who like vintage computers are obsessed with broadcast gear. I've repaired loads of these things in the past. I mean, seriously, I've repaired like a good few dozen. And they're decent. There's a lot of misconceptions online about repairing these types of things, and I appear to be one of few people in the country who actually do repair this old stuff. I mean, this is, pretty high quality because it's broadcast, got good components in there, good tubes, blah blah blah. My comfort zone traditionally is around vintage televisions, radios, stuff from the 50s, 60s, 70s. But since I've started doing these, and computer monitors as well, once you do a few, you learn the process of more modern electronics. You know how to service them or whatever, and repair faults. A lot of the faults are common. It doesn't depend on the age of the item. A fault on a set from 30 years ago probably have the same or similar fault and cause of the faults on a more modern set. So what are we thinking? Am I going to have to change all the capacitors like the internet tells me to? Am I going to end up throwing it in the bin because I can't repair it? Only joking. There's a lot of people online who, for some reason, just throw capacitors at stuff. And it's a misconception, and it started with vintage computers, and there are some cases where that type of thing works, and you need to do it sometimes. But unfortunately, that type of information has flooded all areas of electronics or vintage electronics, and it's just not sodding true. And with a lot of this stuff, it's either, people are going to say it's either all the capacitors or the line output transformer. What was I doing? Oh right, yes. I've got an RCD for added protection, just if there's a short between line or earth or line to neutral. Let's reset that. That is on. Okay, we do have some form of picture. That's interesting. It took a while for the EHT to come up. There we are then. Oops. I've just adjusted the frame rate, turned you guys down. Slightly out of focus picture. Multi-burst looks like it might be alright, as in it's a high resolution or reasonably high resolution monitor, or capable at least. Good grayscale, good colour, good brightness. But okay, bad linearity. Line scan looks alright. It's not shoved up into one corner. We can put the crosshatch on and, and check that. It does appear to be that it just has bad linearity, or vertical or frame linearity, or field linearity. I've just moved the camera in a bit, and we do have rather bad focus. Now that could be because of the EHT is still coming up, or the tube hasn't been on for a while. If we dip the contrast down, that gives us focus. That just might need to be adjusted. Nothing really to complain about. Right, let's have a look then. Let's see if our audio is live. Hopefully that satisfies everyone with our audio. It's actually, that was picking up the modulated sound out of my pattern generator. That's quite interesting. Right, let's get the second monitor now and test that. So I'm just bringing you guys in for a closer look. This is what appears to happen when we have the monitor turned on. It does have, it's not frame collapse, but we have lack of frame amplitude, or height, I suppose. Not really uncommon. I'm going to see if I can adjust this brightness control, because that's not very good. It's too bright. You should really have the brightness. The thing should turn off. Move the brightness all the way down. That's good enough. Fine. Obviously, we've got audio, and I can test that. Yeah. Right, I'm not really feeling like I want to take this apart this evening, as well as the other one, because the other one has faults. So I'm gonna think about what to do. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I promise we will take the back of something and look at it together with a camera in the next one. Right, well, thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Bye.